संकल्प व दिव्य बोल और कर्म वर्तमान भविष्य का जमा करते, जमा का खाता बढ़ता नहीं, जमा करने के हिसाब में बोले बन जाते। खुश रहती है कि मैंने वेस्ट नहीं किया, लेकिन सिर्फ इसमें खुश नहीं रहना, वेस्ट नहीं किया लेकिन वेस्ट कितना बनाए। कई बार बच्चे कहते हैं मैंने आज किसको दुख नहीं दिया, लेकिन सुख भी दिया। दुख नहीं दिया, उससे वर्तमान अच्छा बनाए। लेकिन सुख देने से जमा होता है। वो किया, वह सिर्फ वर्तमान में खुश हो गए। सुखदाता के बच्चे सुख का खाता जमा करते।
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today's day 27. Siddhi Swaroop. Embodiment of accomplishment. Worship for the image of easy yogi. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. It feels so good internally to think of my image of being worship worthy. the inner deep feelings of divinity, purity, love, gentleness, merciful, and most important is what Baba said, bestower of happiness, remover of sorrow. When anyone looks at me, sorrows are gone and happiness is received. I was thinking there is difference between image and idol. Image is living, which we are at present, and then we are worshipped. The idols are worshipped from copper age onwards. But to be embodiment and to be living at present and just feel seated on that throne, deeply, very calm, very light, very loving, but as Baba said, giving happiness, not I didn't give sorrow to anyone. That's not a chart, right? But that is not accumulating. Not doing is not accumulating, but giving is accumulating. We always say that deities, or in Hindi they call it devta, means one who constantly bestow, one who constantly give. So we have to never stop giving, and especially happiness, love, and through our drishti, giving everyone lots of feelings of belonging. That's accumulating, right? So to be living image at present is Sarup. And then also image with all the divine virtues. So beautiful. And I was thinking that as much we use our powers, we are able to inculcate virtues. I saw the connection, like when Baba says, if you have tolerance, if you control anger or remain peaceful and divine. So these are like using powers, right? And then it's possible to use virtues in our interaction with each other. And that is what is needed at present to support each other on journey, whether it's spiritual journey or on this journey. We have to settle a lot of karmic accounts, but also we have to cultivate, we have to do saving, accumulate lot from doing whatever is positive, pure, and helping everyone to remove whatever obstacles are there, difficulties are there, but become very supportive, very helpful companions to each other on a spiritual journey. That is why we are together, right? To share this companionship, share this support with each other on the spiritual journey. So attention on, we are on spiritual journey and we all are companions. And also it is so interesting, I just in meditation was feeling so good to just think of my own image of being worship worthy. It felt so good, so good. So I thought each one of you also must be feeling, right? Very happy, very divine, very good, very calm inside because there is no burden, there are no desires. Contentment is there. So when there is contentment, there is joy, happiness. And then we move on towards the stage of consistent, easy yogis. Consistent, easy yogis. So that whenever, if I am in a good stage, I am peaceful, there are no waste thoughts. Connection with Baba takes a minute. You really feel so close to Baba. But if you are affected by sanskars, atmosphere, or someone's whatever it is, then it takes effort to connect with Baba. So what happens at that time? There is very subtle obstacles, subtle disturbance, heaviness, what Baba calls it. So we have to be very careful of. One thing is that my happiness, my state should not depend on anything of anyone. Each one of us, even if we are together individually, has to take care of one's own stage. When I think of myself, I say, you know, I always remind myself that I have to be ever ready. I have to be in my proper stage so that uh, soul is not only accumulating but ever ready, right? Ever ready in all different ways to do any service which comes, or Baba calls for subtle service, any service. I have to be ever ready. So if I allow myself to be affected by the stages of others, and because the stages I've already passed, others are passing now. But if I get affected by that, but if I say, yes, it's their time, they have to fix it, they have to make efforts and remain above. And that is called lotus like stage. Because to be easy yogi, you have to, your stage has to be seated on the lotus throne. And lotus throne, as I mentioned last time, we had beautiful things on being untouched, which is which has to be easy to be easy yogi. If that is not easy, yoga is not easy too. And Baba keeps saying, remember me, burn your sinful actions, be sato pradhan, manmana bhav is the main subject. But I find it can really easily disconnect us from Baba. And if I am not with Baba, then there are no powers. And when there are no powers, then everything is difficult, right? It is not difficult, maybe we make it difficult. So, gradually moving towards the stage of easy yogi and consistent yogi. So, for that, to be seated on the lotus flower, one has to be very light, no burden, no heaviness. And it's so subtle, sometimes, yes, there is a lot of light, there's double light. And sometimes there is little bit of burden. Burden could be of your own thoughts or your sanskars. It could be some kind of bondage from somewhere. So try to keep yourself very light. Drama, Baba is there, it's gone. And of course, yes, we all have different feelings from time to time. And there are certain things which requires more tolerance because they are difficult. But I trust Baba that Baba definitely will help me with my part I am playing, and not feel heavy about anything, not see anything difficult. But as much I surrender to Baba, and we remind each other. Someone was yesterday reminding me, oh yes, Baba is Karan Karamanhar, he will make it do. And I said, that's we all know, right? But how much really we let our intellect surrender it to Baba so that Baba can guide us. Baba will help us to do. He will give us the powers because it is His task and we are the instruments. We are His children, right? So, whatever Baba is saying, so how to remain light, to be seated on the lotus throne. And when we are seated on the lotus throne, we could be very consistent and easy yogis. Now, consistent, if we are not consistent, is difficult. because we are connecting, then it's breaking. Then we connecting, then it's breaking. So it's a lot of work, right? Mama used to say if there is a thread of love for Baba, and if keep breaking that thread, you have to put one knot, then another knot, then third knot, but the thread doesn't remain smooth, right? So how to make it consistent remembrance of Baba, that the thread of love and this connection is not broken in between. So consistent and easy yogi, the stage needs to be lotus, seated on lotus throne. And to be seated on lotus throne means you have to be light. That means you are not holding anything, you're not carrying anything. Sometimes there are certain feelings we keep holding, and then they become burden, right, on the soul. So then yoga becomes difficult. So most important at this time actually is, as the time and situations are, that our yoga is with Baba. So I help myself and also create atmosphere where others also remain loving and light. Because when you are light, you are loving. When there is heaviness of any kind, uh, even like sometimes you have eaten food and you feel heavy, so then irritation begins, right? And when you are irritated, then somewhere you are disappointing yourself, and others also get disappointed with you. They never thought you will be like that. So how to keep our courage, and always Baba said loving and sweet. Because as much our atmosphere is of happiness and love, we remain light. So how to create that atmosphere through our stage is big service actually. So I think I really was enjoying in the during meditation the worship or the image. I was seeing the idols in front and image within me. When we go to temples, so we did all goddesses program, and now Diwali is coming. We will have Mahalakshmi, Lakshmi Narayan, all these beautiful. They are all idols, right? So we keep idols in front, and my image also. So when you really, even for few moments, feel your image as worship worthy, image of a goddess, image of a god or a deity. Did you experiment today with that? Maybe towards the end, you can experience that for 5-10 minutes. Idol will be worship worthy, but I am the image. And image is of present, and idol is when we are worshippers. There will be our idols, which will be. So, what feelings do you get from the idol? People are so intoxicated to look at the idols. They must be feeling something. They sing so much praise. Sometimes they have whole night awakening for goddesses. So they feel a lot of power, they feel a lot of their love, their protection. There's something that they keep singing the praise. Whole night they have awakening. They are awake whole night and they keep singing, keep singing. And lot of intoxication. Is the intoxication helps them not to sing for 6-7 hours continuously. So each one of us also have to have that intoxication now, because Baba said, prepare, be ever ready. One of the way to ever ready is to be the embodiment, right? I am the image, I am the embodiment, so I have to be ready for that. And I think we are, but sometimes I like when Baba says that self-sovereignty get divided between Maya and God, right? So since I heard that, I am so amused and attentive. Now Maya is coming, now Maya will create conflict within me. My dharma will be broken. The law order, uh, law of Srimad, order of love will be disrupted. And that happens. So we have to be, if you want to create heaven, paradise, God's kingdom, self-sovereignty which Baba gave first has to be maintained more consistent. So when there is self-sovereignty, then there will be a throne of Baba's heart and then world throne. But even to sit on Baba's heart throne, you cannot keep shaking now. Baba will put you off. You have to be very light and stable to sit on heart throne. It's one of the blessings of where I read recently when Baba said, you cannot move, cannot shake. If you want to sit on Baba's heart throne, you have to be very light and stable to sit on the heart throne, right? And that is also God's heart throne. So prepare ourselves for seated on the throne, because worship worthy soul has crown and has throne. So Baba gave us three thrones and two crowns, holiness and highness. So keep that personality, keep that image, which is very, very important. So it's lovely experience of stage of being worship worthy, moving towards the stage of easy yogi and consistent yogi. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Journey, Mama's Murli, the image of purity with the heart of gold.
मीठी प्यारी मम्मा ममता मई जगदम्बा तुझे याद करे दुनिया तूने प्यार जो हमको दिया मीठी प्यारी मम्मा ममता मई जगदम्बा।
तो बाप ने समझाया नहीं कि मेरी नॉलेज, मैं ही शांति का, सुख का दाता, और शांति भी कैसे होगी जब ये दुनिया से ये सब अनेक धर्म, अनेक राज्य, ये सब जाएंगे, हाँ, तब शांति होंगी। ये आते 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 बहुत, तभी तो ये देखो फ्रिक्शंस है ना, ये सब अभी लड़ते झगड़ते सब रहे, यानी सभी धर्म वाले अपना अपना, सब राज्य वाले अपना अपना, इसीलिए तो ये लड़ाई है। नहीं तो इसीलिए कहते ये अभी हद की दुनिया, हद के राज्य बन गए हैं, सब अपना अपना, सब टुकड़े 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 लगा बैठे हैं। तो अभी देखो तत्वों में भी टुकड़े कर दिए हैं, पृथ्वी के भी टुकड़े, पानी के भी टुकड़े, आकाश के भी टुकड़े, सब हद में आ गए ना। इसलिए बाप कहते हैं ये अभी हद की दुनिया कहाँ तक चलेंगी। इसीलिए अभी एक पृथ्वी, एक आकाश, तो एक राज, एक धर्म, तब फिर संसार सुखी रहे। इसीलिए कहते हैं मैं आकर करके, ये जो न थे, जब सतयुग था तो इतने धर्म राज्य ये नहीं थे, ये सब पीछे हुए कॉपर एज से। अभी बाप कहते हैं मैं फिर सतयुग बनाता हूँ अथवा स्वर्ग बनाता हूँ, तो फिर स्वर्ग का एक धर्म एक ही राज रहेगा ना, ये सब ना। तो इतनी संख्या सब कहाँ जाएंगी, ये सब इतनी आत्माएं, इतनी सोल्स कहाँ जाएंगी। इसीलिए कहते हैं अभी शरीरों को तो या ही नाश होंगे, तो डिस्ट्रक्शन में, और फिर आत्माओं को निराकारी दुनिया में जाएंगी। फिर जिसका है बाकी सतयुग में, वो फिर प्योर आत्माएं अपना यहाँ सौभाग्य पाएंगी। तो ये सारी आत्माओं की भी फिलॉसफी और ये संख्या का घटना बढ़ना, ये सब इतनी आत्माएं कहाँ से आती हैं? ये बढ़ती जो है संख्या, इतनी सोल्स कहाँ से आती है? कोई तो इनका स्टॉक होगा ना, कहाँ तो स्टॉक होंगी जहाँ से आती है। तो ये कहाँ स्टॉक है? स्टॉक घर को बैठ के बाप समझाते हैं कि उनको कहा जाता है इनकॉर्पोरियल वर्ल्ड, जहाँ से ये निराकारी आत्माएं आती हैं। फिर ये कॉर्पोरियल वर्ल्ड, तो वो भी इनकॉर्पोरियल वर्ल्ड है, ऐसे नहीं इनकॉर्पोरियल वन है, कोई ऐसी एक ही चीज है नहीं, इनकॉर्पोरियल वर्ल्ड है। वर्ल्ड उसी चीज को कहा जाता है दुनिया जिसमें बहुत चीजें हो, तो वो है इनकॉर्पोरियल की वर्ल्ड, यानी निराकारियों की दुनिया। तो निराकारी बहुत है ना, निराकारी एक तो नहीं है ना। तो इसमें ये भी क्वेश्चन नहीं आ जाता है कि भाई आत्माओं से मिलके एक हो जाती तो फिर तो एक निराकारी, फिर तो उसको वर्ल्ड नहीं कहे। अंग्रेजी में जो है इनकॉर्पोरियल वर्ल्ड, तो वर्ल्ड माना इनकॉर्पोरियल से बहुत है, निराकारी बहुत। परंतु निराकारी कौन? निराकारी आत्माएं, और परमात्मा भी निराकारी, वो भी तो सोल है ना। तो ये सभी चीजें समझने की, जैसे ये कॉर्पोरियल वर्ल्ड, भाई कॉर्पोरियल मनुष्य, तो मनुष्य बहुत है, एक थोड़ी मनुष्य है, फिर इसको वर्ल्ड नहीं तो नहीं कहे नहीं, एक हो तो नहीं, बहुत है। तो ये सारी चीजों को समझना, इसीलिए बाप कहते हैं तो जितने मनुष्य है इतनी आत्माएं। अभी ये वृद्धि होती है तो इतनी आत्माएं आती कहाँ से है? तो ये भी सब समझना है ना। जो मरते हैं वो तो जन्म लेते हैं, लेकिन वृद्धि भी होती है, वो तो नहीं तो एक ही अंदाज हो जाए, जो मरे सो जन्म ले, जो मरे तो फिर एक ही सेंसर, एक ही एक होना चाहिए, फिर तो वृद्धि नहीं होनी चाहिए। तो वृद्धि भी होती है ना, तो वृद्धि होती है तो फिर वो कहाँ से? जरूर है ना, इनका भी कोई निराकारी आत्माओं का भी कोई स्टॉक स्थान है, क्योंकि आत्मा तो ऐसी नहीं है कि वो कोई यहाँ मरती है जन्मती, वो तो गीता में भी है, उनको काटे काटा नहीं जा सकता, उनको जलाए जला नहीं जा, इमॉर्टल है, अविनाशी है। तो वो अविनाशी अनादि है, तो उस अनादि अविनाशी का भी कोई यहाँ ठिकाना होगा नहीं जहाँ से आत्माएं आती हैं। इसीलिए बैठ करके बाप समझाते हैं निराकारी दुनिया, जहाँ का मैं भी निवासी हूँ, आत्मा भी निवासी है, नंबरवार सब आते हैं। और आकर करके अभी तो सब संख्या उतरती आई है, बाकी भी जो होगी थोड़े समय में ये संख्या बढ़ कर करके इसका फिर एंड, तो एंड आना है। तो इतनी संख्या का एंड ऐसे नहीं थोड़े थोड़े कम होते जाएंगे, ये एकदम से तो फिर नई दुनिया, तो नई दुनिया में तो फिर थोड़ी संख्या ना, तो उसके लिए फिर ये डिस्ट्रक्शन। तो ये सभी चीजों को बैठ कर करके बाप समझाते हैं, इसीलिए कहते हैं ये मुक्ति, जीवन मुक्ति, ये सभी बातों को भी समझना। ये क्या चीज है? ये ऐसी चीज नहीं, ये तो सब हमारा जब भी पाठ पूरा है तो मुक्त होना ही है, अनेक जन्मों का फिर आना है, आना भी जरूर है, नहीं तो सर्किल कैसा चलेगा? फिर ये अनादि सृष्टि का चक्कर ठहर जाए, हम नहीं आए, फिर ऐसे नहीं आए तो फिर तो नहीं आए, तो फिर तो इधर का नहीं, ये भी चलना है। और ये कोई ऐसी नहीं है कि नहीं आना है, लेकिन स्टेज को बनाने के लिए हमको पुरुषार्थ बैठ करके बाप समझाते। इसीलिए कहते हैं अभी मेरी ये मत लियो, ये है श्री मत, श्रेष्ठ मत, तो तुमको श्रेष्ठ बनाने की मत देता हूँ कि तुम श्रेष्ठ कैसे बनो, आओ तो श्रेष्ठ बन के आओ। वो कैसे, वो बैठ के सिखलाए रहे, समझा रहे, उसके लिए ये पुरुषार्थ है।
रत्न लुटाए तूने, सौभाग्य जगाए तूने, रत्न लुटाए तूने, सौभाग्य जगाए तूने, ऐसी ज्ञान मुरली सुनाई तूने। नैनों के पलने में जो पालना दी मम्मा, नैनों के पलने में जो पालना दी मम्मा, और दृष्टि से लोरिया सुनाई तूने।
Shanti. So as you all saw that tomorrow is Thursday and we'll be having Bhog offering and also English Murli from 5 to 6:10. Other schedule will be same. So now let's get our homework and we'll do the drill. So I'd like to invite our dear brother Angel, Dev Bhai, welcome.
Om Shanti to all the worship for the images. Om Shanti Didi. It felt like today there is a lot of emphasis on lightness. My happiness or my stage should not depend on anyone or anything. And if I allow myself to be affected, then I can't actually be ever ready to do the seva that Baba calls me to do. And to be easy yogi, our stage has to be like that of seated on a lotus. And to be seated on the lotus, I had to be light. And to be light, I should carry no burdens, no heaviness from anything. And for that, I had to surrender everything to Baba, trust in Baba, and remain in that stage of lightness. And the best of all is that I had to create this atmosphere of happiness so that I can remain light and also enable others to remain light. So tomorrow we're going to have this beautiful practice of being a easy yogi. So let's see what our drill is for tomorrow. Siddhi is image of easy yogi. And the drill, I, the soul, remain light and seated on the lotus seat. My attitude, vision, and nature become equal to Bap-Dada's. I am a karma yogi and an easy yogi. Now let's practice this drill for a few minutes. Om Shanti.
Image of easy yogi. I, the soul, remain light and seated on the lotus seat. My attitude, vision, and nature become equal to Bap-Dada's. I am a karma yogi and an easy yogi. I, the soul, remain light and seated on the lotus seat. My attitude, vision, and nature become equal to Bapdada's. I am a karma yogi and an easy yogi. Om Shanti.
So we have 10 minutes. We will look within on our image of worship worthy, create that lightness. Even gods, goddesses are also shown on the lotus throne. So we remain there very light. Whatever burden, thoughts are there, just surrender it to Baba. So for 10 minutes, we really, really enjoy our image of being worship worthy and become an easy yogi. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Good night. Sleep as a worship worthy soul. Right? So you will have beautiful dreams. Om Shanti. Good night, everyone. Om Shanti.